Saka has been our top player, our star boy. That was good. He performed very well, especially the second half. But the first half, Saka was a bit low because we didn't realize that he was doing what he's supposed to do. It's because of the aggressiveness he received from these opponent players. Whenever he had the ball, we had 2 guys or 3 coming for him, and I think that was a bit hectic for him. But Saka, I want to say, whenever he got a chance, he was a very good assist, and that is what you expect from a world-class player of that kind. You must not be really smart in the whole game, but once you get a chance, you show us who you are. That was nice. Talking about Martinelli, he maintained his consistency as a player. He did very well, and that's what we expect from him. He tried to give passes, but definitely, as usual, we were disappointed by the striking force that we had in the midfield. That is what we would like to have from a player of that caliber. Now, what I want to say is that, honestly, Saka and Martinelli, the only thing that makes them ineffective so much is the center forward that we have. We didn't have an effective forward. Why am I saying this? Jesus was down than even the Manchester City match. This time around, it was very low. In the other video about Manchester City's versus Arsenal match, the mistakes he made there, I talked about them, and this time around it was now much worse. The pressing he used to make, he didn't make them. The kind of passing we used to see from him, he didn't see them this time around. Any attempt as a striker, we didn't see any good attempts from him. Any sharpness, especially when seeing the goal, we didn't see that, and that was proven because when we realized Trossard came in, he positioned himself where Jesus himself was supposed to be. I mean, that was really class from Trossard, but I want to say it was an indication that Jesus has to be benched, or we need to send another player to replace him, because we can't depend on Nketiah, who is not better than Jesus. When Jesus failed, we need a better player who can do better in that position. So generally, I want to say that Jesus has to improve. Despite being a player who can press more, who can tap the opponent's defense, he should be a player who scores goals, because that's what we went for number 9. Therefore, we want to see him progress more. We want to see him make shots either from a distance or at close range. We want to see him tackle more. We want to see him try to make some disturbances within that defense. At least it can lead us to some form of chances that can help us win that match. That can also demoralize some of these players. If you look at the Chelsea defense, especially when the main defender was given a yellow card, that was a chance for Jesus now to go for him, to go for the ball, to keep pressing. But still, we didn't see that. Until he was substituted, that's when he realized that something was coming up in the game. Now, I want to say that the coming on of Havertz in the midfield, I think it was an upgrade for this time around again. This is another time Havertz has proven to be a good substitute. When he came on, we realized that he was winning the aerial balls, something that we've never seen before in Arsenal. And we also realized that he was giving good passes and he was pressing more going forward. That is what we needed. So generally, I loved the way he did it, and personally, I want to say that the goals we got this time around again, I think it was because of the pressing and the quality of Havertz that was brought on in the midfield. We want him to keep on coming on as a midfielder and also as maybe a striker or any position that the coach feels that he can do better, but in the second half, or maybe as a substitute towards the end, because he does well at that point. Now, I want to finish this video by saying that make sure subscribe, like, and comment. That's what we do here, and kindly give your comments on how you felt Jesus performed on this match. See you next time for another conversation.